Well, hello and welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Today we are in downtown Ayia Napa and we're actually in the Ayia Napa harbour. Feast your eyes and digest and have a look at that. I don't think it gets much better than that, but of course the people who view the channel understand that I brought with me the most beautiful woman in the world, and of course her name is Miss Ayia Napa.
Hello everybody, how nice to see you again and again.
And again. We've got a nice little fishing boat returning to base, shall we say. Have a look at that. So, we're in downtown Ayia Napa harbour. We'd like you to come for a little walk, a little stroll around, and we're going to have a look, stick our nose in here, stick our nose in there, and see what's going on.
But how beautiful the areas are here around. You think that whole world was presented just to all of us.
So stick with us. We're going to go for a little wiggle, and we're going to go for a little waggle around Cato Ayia Napa harbour area. And we're going to show you some spectacular views. The sun today is absolutely licking. It's glistening across the blue Mediterranean Sea. Just feast your eyes and have a look at that. And if you're curious to know what time of year it is, well, we're right at the start of December. We've come down to Ayia Napa to have a look what it's like as Christmas time is approaching. There's Christmas lights all are glowing, and tonight we're going to go into the harbour and we're told that there's something very, very special going to go on, and we're going to film it. So don't forget to come back for that little episode, which will be on in the next couple of days or so. Are you enjoying the weather?
Yes, the weather is amazing, fabulous. You just think that in this time of the year, the weather cannot be like that. But no, it's not about the Cyprus.
No, so if you're looking for that last bit of winter sun, grasp some sun before we go into 2023. Cyprus could be that special place for you because, well, let's have a look at it. That sea is blue. That sky is blue. Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue. So all that's actually missing is
you, of course you. So get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, because Cyprus is simply waiting just for you.
Right, let's go for that wiggle and that waggle through the Ayia Napa harbour, and let's take you with us. Some rather nice boats along the way. Have a look at that. So most of the boats now are parked up. The season has come to an end, and of course they're starting to refurb them, give them a lick of this and a lick of that, put some new structures in, perhaps some new communication networks, that kind of thing, and they'll all be ready to take you on that beautiful, special trip when the season starts up in late March next year. Now here is one of those sculptures that you find scattered around Ayia Napa. Now, if you're looking to go and watch some art, to see some art, these sculptures are all around Ayia Napa, and there's actually a sculpture park at the top of the hotel's road. And in that sculpture park is around about 350 of these sculptures from artists all over the world. What does it say?
Actually, Besim Kaushi was an author of this sculpture from Greece. And in Greek it says Salasino Skafos, which means sea boat. And in Russian, Marskaya Lotka, 2017.
So it's a Greek artist. Yeah. And what's her name again?
Seaboat.
And what's the artist's name?
Besim Kaushi. Besim Kaushi.
Is that a Greek name?
Maybe he just come or she come from Greece.
Maybe, yes. There we are. So, you notice in there the way that Oching Gracevia Booth, that's the most beautiful one in the world, the way that she switches from languages. If you understand the channel, you will know that she speaks 7 languages, and believe it or not, English is her worst. If you're new to the channel, well, slowly but surely, Miss Oching Gracevia Booth is going to educate you, because she does speak 7 languages fluently, and as I've just said, believe it or not, English is her worst.
And I'm learning the 8th, which is Chinese.
Are you a cat?
Yes, ni hao.
There we are. So she's set herself a task over the next 2 to 3 years. She's going to teach herself to speak Chinese. She did start a while back, which is why she has a few phrases in the back catalogue, shall we say. Anyway, we're going to wiggle and waggle that way. We're going to go past some bigger ships, and this big ship here is called the Black Pearl, and that is the adult and the children friendly pirate ship. Have a look at that.
It's sort of our pirate ship of Jolly Rogers.
It's the same as the Paphos one, yeah, Jolly Roger. And what happens when you go on that ship, Gracevia Booth?
What happens? Oh, hui, my heart is going.
There we are. Gracevia Booth is telling you her magic pirate words now, so she's fluent in another dialect as well. So we're back into the further side of the harbour area, so stick with us. We are going to encircle the harbour area on the path network, if you understand us. Again, you've got some further cruises along the way. These are traditional fishing boats that go out later in the evening, and of course they come back with their catch and they sell it to all the local restaurants, obviously family and friends and that kind of thing. Now, as you've noticed, most of the restaurants along the front here, like this one here, the Harbour Pub, well, it's closed. And the reason for that is, of course, we are deep into the winter season. There are still people sunbathing and people catching those magic rays, and in fact, people walking around in bikinis. So that gives you an idea of the temperature. And that temperature today is, believe it or not, 24 degrees. Yeah, you heard me correctly. We are in the first week of December, and the temperature is 24 degrees.
And I would like to say that's pretty hot. You are sweating and I am perspiring.
You are perspiring ever so slightly, aren't you, Gracevia?
Yes. And I haven't seen Our Lady Mermaid.
Well, the mermaid is parked up a bit further down. So this is Marika's new word, mermaid, and as you've noticed, if you watched the previous video, she was struggling to get her tongue round it, but slowly but surely, that tongue is wiggling and waggling. How'd you say it?
Mermaid.
There we are, almost perfect. But in fact, I think it's better than perfect because it's got that beautiful accent wrapped around it at the same time. There we are. Fishing boats, some big luxury cruising boats which you can hire for the day or the week over there. And then there's the Nemo semi-submersible submarine parked up there. So there's an awful lot of boat cruises to entice you once that spring and summer season returns. And there's beautiful, beautiful coastal pathways all the way along the coastline of Ayia Napa. And it really, really is a fabulous place to come, whether it be for a weekend, a week, a month, or possibly even the rest of your life. And
I would like to say that what's going on with the sea? It's not chopsy mopsy today at all. It looks like all the lakiest lakes of all the lakiest lakes in the world. It doesn't even move.
No, it's a very, very calm sea today, that's for sure. There's definitely no chopsiness in it. In fact, it is the milkiest, milkiest, milkiest of lakes in the entire world. So these are the last few boating cruises here that are available at this time of year. So we're going to go around this further pathway down here, and this is going to bring us to the other side of the harbour, and that's where we're going to scan back into the harbour, and then of course out across the blue Mediterranean Sea, and you're going to simply get views that are quite simply to die for. Views that are going to take your breath away. So let's go up this further pathway, Gracevia Booth, and let's follow the rear end of Gracevia Booth as tradition goes. Look at that for a view. The rear end of Oching Gracevia Booth as she walks along the path to paradise, and over yonder the blue Mediterranean Sea. In the distance there's the lighthouse over yonder, and of course on that blue Mediterranean Sea the sun is a-shining.
Yes, and lots of people are swimming around here. If you turn the camera and show to our dearest people how nice the weather is today and how enjoyable people look like.
Yeah, truly is an exceptional day, that's for sure. There's young families across the golden sandy beachfront of Ayia Napa Harbour, and they are dipping and they are wiggling and waggling in the blue Mediterranean Sea. And as you can see, there's a beautiful turquoise colour, and we found a gumbaru on our travels. Chilling out in the shade, pondering what time is his lunch. Receiver the booth?
I think he is the cleverest one, by the way. We are walking now around the sun and sun is burning us, but he is lying down under the bench and enjoying the weather at the same time.
Now you're starting to understand why cats are that little bit more clever than dogs, without trying to upset dog owners, that is, of course. Look at that for a view. That's the blue Mediterranean Sea across the harbour in downtown Ayia Napa. And as we scan back in, we can see the beaches are not very busy, but you can see that there are people in the water. We can see two young ladies taking selfies in their bikinis on the golden sands of the beach. Some children here swimming. An absolutely spectacular place to come to. That's the Limonarchy Hotel, the Yellow Submarine, the Black Pearl, the Ocean Queen Super Cruiser, and just over yonder, that's the lighthouse area. And of course we've got watching Receiver Booth, and it's that time, Receiver Booth.
Well, I would like to tell you many thanks for watching. Thank you very much for your attention, time and your love that we feel every time we come in touch to you on that screen. And please don't forget to come and see another of our madnesses. Many kisses and bye-bye.
So what's left for me to say is thanks for watching, and of course if you do like what you see, hit that like, click subscribe and come back for that little bit more of our madness. We're going to leave you with a view that's going to take your breath away downtown Ayia Napa, and if we cross the blue Mediterranean Sea and out into the abyss, feast your eyes and digest, and don't forget to come back that little bit later for the next episode. Here we go. Thanks for watching.